Hello and welcome to another retro pickups video. I'll be showing you some of the places I've been lucky enough to visit over the last few months and some of the great pickups that I've managed to find on my travels. And first up, I want to give a big shout out to the wonderful Matt at Snaky Jake's Amplification, who has managed to fix my Atari 2600, turning it from what it looks like on the left here to what it looks like on the right. He's done a fantastic job at saving this old piece of technology. Next up is some love for the PSP, and one of my favourite PSP games I managed to pick up at my local CEX. It's Burnout Legends. I've seen this so many times on people's list of favourite PSP games, and I can see why it's so much fun. It's a bit of a demolition derby kind of game. Here you see me in the chase mode, but there's also coming up here a road rage mode, which is so much fun. It's one of those games that you can really go to town after a hard day at work or whatever, and smash up some cars, and you get more points for smashing up your car and other people's cars in lots of different and exciting ways. As you can see here, ridiculous physics and so much fun to play. Next are a couple of games that I found at a local Bernardo's charity shop. I'm still on a big Zelda kick, and I managed to pick up Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for £2. I just need to get a Wii now. And for the PlayStation, this time I have gone and got myself for £2 from Bernardo's XG3 Racing. I think I'm saying that right. A futuristic motorbike racer. I really like this one. I'm not very good at it, as you'll see from the gameplay, but it's a lot of fun to play, and very interesting, very unique. It's got a bit of an F-Zero feel to it, with the lanes either side doing different things, power-ups and the like. But yeah, and you get your own, as you can see here, different weapons that you can take on the enemies with. I've only played this on one player so far, but it looks like it'd be fun to play with friends, this one as well, if I had any. So this is XG3 Racing for the PS2. I was actually donated an original Xbox machine ages ago, but this is the first time I've actually managed to get it up and running. I got myself a composite lead for it, a controller that I'm just about to show you now. Still looks absolutely huge, but it's actually very comfortable. It's not the Duke controller, the original, it's the second, the S model, I think. And here is some footage of, finally, some of the games I've had for ages that I've been able to play. This is MotoGP, not the best racing game, but I thought it might be a nice comparison to the XG3 as we're on motorbikes again here. Good fun to play. I'm liking the graphics. I'm really looking forward to getting lots more Xbox OG games in the future to play on it. So I've also been playing a lot of James Bond, GoldenEye Rogue Agent, which is another great game. Didn't get any footage of that yet, but I'll no doubt get some soon. Last month it was my birthday, and I got this awesome 100 games bucket list scratch poster. I've already got the films one, and I was really chuffed to get the games one as well. So many games on here that I would like to play in the future, so this is giving me the impetus to do that. So if you want to see what games are on there, pause your screen now and have a look. There's some absolute classics on there, both modern and old, so lots to explore in the near future, hopefully. With it being the October half term as well, we made our yearly trek up to Yorkshire, and there were a couple of fantastic retro games that I managed to look up. That last one is in Filey and it's called Timeless Toys, and I also went to Scarborough and looked up a great local shop called The Gamepad, and here's what I found. First off, the wonderfully strange Wonderswan, a Japanese handheld that I managed to pick up, and I came up with a little bit of a tune for this, which is Wonderswan, Wonderswan, I haven't got a clue what's going on, and that is very much the case here. This handheld is much more interesting than it is usable. Most of the games are in Japanese, as it's a Japanese console. This is the only game I've managed to get for it so far. MVS, I think it's called, Gum Game. And I really haven't got a clue how to play it. It seems to me to be a bit of a role-playing game, RPG, MSVS, sorry. This looks like I know what I'm doing because I'm managed to work out the order of different Japanese buttons to press to get through it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some more games in the future. This was invented by the inventor of the Game Boy and the Virtual Boy. When he left Nintendo and went to work for Bandai, and I really like it. It's really good looking little handheld, actually. I love the sort of see-through late 90s thing going on, and although the screen isn't lit, it's pretty sharp to look at in the right lighting conditions anyway. But here I am trying to play at least some of it. Then onto something a little bit more familiar. In the same shop, this was Gamepad in Scarborough, I got one of my favourite NES games, Marble Madness. Love this game, always loved this game, but never had a copy on the NES before. Used to have it on my Atari ST. Check out the music on this. I love the on this particular level, the second level. It's got some great, memorable soundtrack to it. But yeah, this is Marble Madness on the NES. I'd love to get some more for the NES in the future. It's still a little bit temperamental with the red light of death going off every so often, but it seems to be working all right with this one, and I'm glad because it's a cracking game on the Nintendo. Then with Halloween, I had to pick up this one from Gamepad, Chakan, I think it is, on the Megadrive. Really spooky game with great horror music. You have to get used to that happening though. You just see me dying from although it's really interesting to look at, the controls on it are absolutely ridiculously difficult to use. You die much more from the controls than you do from the enemies, so that's a bit of an issue. But I did eventually work out how to jump, how to do a double jump. You have to, if anyone's got this game, you basically have to press the jump key like this and then press it when he's in the air rather than press double clicking it, sort of thing. Really like the graphics. There's something quite Iron Maiden about it. It reminds me a bit of Eddie from Iron Maiden, so much so that I had to look up whether it's the same artist, but it wasn't. Great one to play on Halloween again, this one. And lastly, the Game Boy, original Game Boy, I bought at Gamepad again. Metroid 2, Return of Samus, and yeah, I love the Metroid games, but I haven't got a clue what I'm supposed to be doing in this one. I keep getting lost, so I'll have to have a go at watching some walkthroughs and then see if I can get any further. But yeah, really enjoying it. So there we are. That was my pick of pickups that I have found over the last few months. I hope you've enjoyed my quick look there through lots of different games on lots of different consoles. I'd be really interested to hear what games you've picked up over the last 3 months too. So do get in touch in the comments below, and if you like this sort of thing, then consider liking and subscribing too. All right, thanks for watching and take care.